What's up YouTube? Jeff back from Sammy Guru here, and today another very exciting Samsung video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about Samsung News, which is an application that if you use a Samsung phone, you probably have installed, unless you've, well, disabled it, I guess, but it does come preloaded and it will serve you up breaking news stories. But Samsung recently changed their Samsung News notification policy to where it will push you updates on all of these categories that you haven't opted in for. And I started getting tons of push notifications up here in my notification shade for various polls and other stuff I don't remember opting in for. And I found out why the other day. I wanted to share it with you guys so you guys can turn this off if you've been having this problem. Before we get started, do want to remind you guys, check out our website, sammyguru.com, covering the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. We did cover this story in real time as we had it breaking. It's always a little bit easier to cover things on the website just because it takes longer to make videos. So follow us, bookmark the site, check it daily, and of course you can stay up to date on all the greatest stories. You can also get in our mystery box program if you're in the US. You get a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand when you purchase an upcoming Samsung device. Right now we have the S25 Edge, Z Fold 7, and Z Flip 7. All of these are open. Just tap on the requisite device you're interested in, put in your phone number, email, or both. When the Sammy Guru Rewards program opens for these mystery boxes, you'll be notified so you can sign up and get all that stuff for free. We cover shipping. There's no charge to you. All you have to do is use our Samsung affiliate link to order on launch day. That's how we fund the program. The link will be in the pinned comment description below if you're interested in the mystery box program. Okay, so let's talk about this story. Basically what happened was I started noticing about 3 or 4 days ago that Samsung News was sending me a whole bunch of notifications, and I usually only get maybe like 1 or 2 a day because I only had opted in for breaking news stories. Well, I started digging into this, and we can actually open up the application itself so I can show you guys what's going on here. I went through and I was like, why am I getting so many different notifications? I'm just used to getting breaking news in the specific categories that I opted into. So I went into the Samsung app for news, and I went into notices, and up here it says service push policy change notice. This is on April 2nd, but I don't think this policy actually started changing or being pushed to live users until maybe the 15th of April, because that's when I started noticing it. We know you like to keep up to date with what's happening in the US and around the world, so our newest version of Samsung News, version 7.1, launching April 2025, will default opt you in for certain push types if you gave us permission to send you any notifications in the beginning. If you're a new user, you'll be opting into pre-selected pushes if you activated Samsung News push notification permission at all, which I personally think is very deceitful. If you only opted in for one type of notifications, just like breaking news, why would you want to be opted in for things like all these other various categories, which I'll show you guys in a second. We will even giving you your news your way so you can update your push enrollment at any time by visiting the settings page, breaking news, editor's picks, interactive content. But the better way is actually to manage this using notification categories, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. And you can also give them feedback. Now, I did give them some feedback on this because, like I said, I think it's a little bit facetious to automatically opt people into all these categories they didn't manually opt in for if they just wanted breaking news. But if you do want to change it, it isn't really hard to do. Just go back to the 3-dot menu, go to settings. You can choose from these. You see you've got breaking news, which is what I originally opted in for, editor's picks, and interactive content. You can turn all of these off manually right there. So for instance, editor picks, and interactive content would be the polls. But you can also manage these a little bit more granularly if you go into notifications and notification categories. However, keep in mind, as I've said many times on this channel, that One UI 7 does not automatically turn on notification categories. So you'll need to go to notifications, advanced settings, scroll down, and then once you see notification categories right here, manage notification categories, turn this on. It's turned off by default. So you'll need to enable that first. Once you enable that, you can then go back to news, notifications, you'll find the notification category option. Then you can granularly control all of this various information. Now, one thing you'll notice is even if you turn off interactive content and editor's picks, it will still leave on some of these other categories that you might not want in notification categories, like quick poll, spotlight, these various things like this. I do like breaking news and I do like the daily briefings, top stories for you, but the quick polls and the spotlights, they were getting a little bit too much. They were sending me maybe 6 to 8 push notifications a day in the last few days, whereas I was only getting maybe 2 a day with breaking news or maybe my daily briefing, morning and evening, whatever. But you can granularly control this. You've got 7 different categories here, which is more than what you have baked into the regular news settings here. Now, again, You can switch all of it off if you want. You can disable the app entirely. But if you like Samsung News, but you've been seeing a lot more push notifications than you want, here's why it's changed and what you can do about it. Remember, you can also manage your sources, your topics, etc. down here. I really wish Samsung would add us as a source, but they have very limited sources, unfortunately, even for tech content, which is unfortunate. But it'd be nice if one day we could get in here. They have like The Verge and some of the really big publications. I'd love to see Sammy Guru in there at some point, but we are not available there just yet. Anyway, I wanted to share this with you guys because it was bothering me quite a bit. I was wondering why this happened. Samsung obviously changed their policy, in my opinion, not super transparently. They should have gave people the chance to opt in for this instead of just turning on all those categories and increasing the push notification volume right away. Anyway, let me know if you guys have experienced this. Check out the website. Make sure you guys check back every day for daily news. Get in on that mystery box program if you're buying an S25 Edge, Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7. I highly appreciate you guys checking out the video. And of course, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.